Well, hello again, my flesh and blood and everything else that is gaming friends on this channel. So as you have seen by now, I have changed the name from that very long name I had before to Fabulous. And Fabulous, as you may have guessed, F-A-B-ulous, Fabulous for flesh and blood. A nice little wink to the game because that we all love. And by the way, you guys probably have seen that yesterday I have posted a video similar to this one right from my own living room where it is in French commentary. But tonight, basically back with you for the English version, and a little different though. And since I've changed the name now, by the way, we will be looking obviously into Flesh and Blood, a little bit into Magic. I've actually decided to add something else in terms of gaming, and that is Pokemon. The owner of Top Deck Hero in Laval, Quebec, has actually sponsored some Pokemon product, I should say, where, I mean, they are his cards. They're only for your viewing pleasure. He has offered me so that you guys can have a look at unboxings and openings of different Pokemon products. They are his. I give them back and return them to him. This channel is not in any way, shape, or form monetarily aided. So I am totally independent, well, at least for now, until maybe I do my Patreon program like I talked to you about before. Now, I wanted to add a few other subjects to this channel. You'll see also sometimes French editions, French commentary. Well, most of the time I will do the same videos in English also, but not always, not all the time. I do produce these videos from Montreal, Canada, which is a very francophone area. So that's why I wanted my compatriots here to absolutely have some content in French. So for those of you who are interested in learning the language, maybe that's the way to do so. Otherwise, just discard and wait for the next video coming up. It will be in English. 3/4 probably of the total amount of videos will be in the English language for our international viewers. Now today I wanted to tell you what I will be adding in terms of content. Not only will I be adding a little bit of Pokemon, I wanted to once in a while, I mean this is like once in every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, also bring to you some content concerning travel in general. Josie, my wife, and I's passions lie in traveling, in cruises, not in this COVID period, but eventually we'll be back to that. I have a few novels that I've written. Maybe I'll talk about those once in a while. I haven't done so yet very much, but that's another thing coming up. Collections in general, as you've seen, I collect since I was a kid, coins, stamps, all kinds of games, and also wine. So maybe we'll get into that, as I've mentioned before on one of the videos. Also a little bit poker and maybe some recipes. These are not some traditional kitchen recipes. These are for bar people, bartenders, bartending, I should say, cocktails and products like that I've learned to make actually on cruises. And I make some pretty good cocktails. So I might be telling you about that once in a while, just so that we can have fun with that. And obviously something else that I've mentioned, investing in general. I like to be on the stock exchange and trade stocks, and sometimes I may have a few tips for you, especially for people from Canada though, because I'm more familiar with the tax laws here. But for example, if you're in another country and you do have tax-free accounts, then they would apply to you also. But and then again, we're going to get to that eventually. Now, a couple of questions I have. This will not be a very long video tonight. I do have questions that I get concerning Flesh and Blood, so we're back to that. People asking me if I could show the comparisons between the alpha version of Welcome to Wraith versus the unlimited version. So we'll have a look into that in a couple of seconds. And but just before that, I wanted to get back to this playmat that I've shown you before, that you can basically roll up into a cigar and put in your pocket. People were asking me, when you put it down on the surface, doesn't it slide? Well, actually, have a look at this closer. It's the back side is very, very thin. It's made of neoprene, if you haven't seen my other video where I explained this. And it's very, very sticky. I mean, once it's on the surface, it does not move. So pretty revolutionary product I was able to get made here in Quebec. So, you know, a lot of you have asked me or told me that you'd be interested in getting and getting one. So I'll try to do that as best I can to get some to you. And by the way, while I do that, it would be a good time also if any of you need some cards. I mean, I've opened so many booster boxes, right, that I have like, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 cards lying around that I do not need. Now, somebody yesterday asked me if I had a store. No, I do not. I'm just a pure collector and having fun with this. A 54-year-old guy who's into, because my wife was teasing me a little bit before. She says, you have Pokemon now you're going to talk about? This is age 6+, right? So you're really getting involved with this? I said, well, we're going to open boxes, we'll see. But, oh, I dropped it on the floor. There we go. So there you go for that. And yeah, so don't ask, somebody asked me if I could spare a legendary card. Well, obviously if I was able to do that, I would transact with you for that card. But if you can ask me basically cards up to super rares. I mean, Majestics, I do not have many extra copies. A little few, there are some that I do because I do collect the play set of 3 cards of each. But there are some that I have 4 or 5 copies that obviously I do not have extra legendaries, but super rares, yes, I do. Some of them I do have more than that. So if I'm able to help you out with cards you may be missing, and I'm actually sending you out one of these mats, then maybe we can do that at the same time. All right, so the last thing I wanted to get to today, I told you it would be a short video, and here I am rambling on, is to compare some cards and. From the alpha versus the unlimited version. All right, let me backtrack and make another take here because I had it totally wrong. I had the wrong card up in front of the screen. So this is what we call here Hope Merchant's Hood, right? This is from the alpha version. I don't know if the focus is good enough, but surely you can see that this is actually a cold foil card. And as you can see around the contour, it's like, as opposed to the rainbow foil, it's a softer kind of foiling. You know, grayish, more dull, more soft, like I was saying, as opposed to the rainbow that will have like all the colors coming out at you from the image itself. So this is from the alpha version, and as you can see, it has a little WTR 151, I believe, card number, and with a C beside to show that this is a common card. Now, if we compare this to the same card from the unlimited version, you will see at the bottom that the C for common is in a gray circle. So that's what determines, that's the difference basically between an alpha version card of Welcome to Wraith and the unlimited version. But also, if you catch it quickly, you'll see that the alpha version was produced in 2019, whereas the unlimited is dated 2020. So that's another difference, by the way, that will get you. Let's have a look at other cards. I want to go through each rarity. We'll compare the same cards. So let's have a look here at, have to lift my glasses so I can see closely. Card number 131 from the alpha set. This is actually also a rainbow foil, by the way. And this is a rare. So you will see at the bottom there, it's identified with an R, just like -R, whereas the unlimited version here of the same card, see if I can get this right, the R is in a blue circle. So there you go for the difference between the two. And then again, obviously they're produced in different years. So 2019, 2020. So that would be for the rare cards. And the next version up are the super rares. And let's take, for example here, Last Ditch Effort, a beautiful card. S identified there at the bottom. And let's just switch that for the version of in Unlimited. The S is in a purple circle, clearly identifying it to be from the Unlimited version. There you go for the same card. And finally, let's go have a look at the Mythic. I can't compare for you legendaries. I did not get any legendaries in the alpha version. So here we go with another of my favorite cards, Tome of Fyendal. That is so beautiful. I love the art in this card. And have a look at the bottom. Again, you will have the number of the card and an M for Majestic. And when you have a look at the same card from the Unlimited, you will have the M for Majestic in a red circle. So there are no problems telling the difference between cards between both sets. So, as promised, that is it for tonight. I hope you will like and hopefully also subscribe to this channel. We're all the way up there, 265 or so. So thank you very much for all your comments also. Very much appreciated. It gives me an idea of what I need to talk to you about. And as you have seen, I answer every one of you. So thanks for listening. We'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.